Hello and good morning dear students. So today we'll be starting the new exercise, that is exercise 14b. Alright, so in exercise 14b now we need to learn about inclination. Okay? Inclination means inclined. So if a straight line is in inclined position, then there will be some angle, and that angle out here will be our theta. Okay, so what is inclination basically? Inclination of a straight line, you can also refer to your book page number 186. Okay, inclination of a straight line is the angle. Okay, inclination, this inclination means the angle made by the straight line. Which straight line? OA. I am taking OA, angle made by this OA with this x-axis. This is known as inclination. So inclination out here is how much? Theta. Are you understanding my point? Inclination of OA is how much? Theta. So what is inclination? It is the angle made by the line with the x-axis. So very simple. Theta is the inclination out here. What is inclination? Inclination is theta. Now there will be another word which is slope, or sometimes it is also called gradient. Gradient. Okay? Slope or gradient of a straight line. Are you understanding my point? Straight line. I am not dealing with equations of straight line right now. Right now we are understanding what is the inclination of the straight line, or what is and number two, what is the slope of a straight line. Okay. Now if you read the definition, of slope in page number 187, then the slope of a straight line is the tangent of its inclination. Slope of the straight line, slope of any straight line. For example, out here, slope of AB, which is a straight line. Okay, slope of AB in this figure will be tangent means tan theta, tan of its inclination. Since its inclination is theta out here, so what is the slope? Slope of this straight line will be tan of theta. Now this, obviously this theta will use some angles later on. It will be 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and so on. Because inclination means the angle. Inclination means what? Inclination means the angle made by the straight line with the x-axis. Okay, and what is slope? Slope of this straight line will be tan of its inclination. Simple as that. Inclination means the angle made by the straight line with the x-axis, and slope means the tan of that inclination. Okay, so tan theta and slope, we also write slope as m. So wherever you see m now, please remember that m means the slope of the straight line. So m is equals to tan theta is the formula for slope of straight line or gradient of straight line. Okay, now this slope of the straight line varies in different cases. Suppose when two straight lines are parallel to each other, then the slopes are different. If two straight lines are perpendicular to each other, then the slopes are different. We will see those cases now. Okay, so please pause the video and note it down. Alright, so far we have discussed about inclination. Once again, what is inclination? Inclination means the angle made by the straight line, this angle with the x-axis. So this is inclination. By the way, what is m? M means the slope of the straight line. M means the slope of the straight line, and the formula for slope of straight line is tan of its inclination. Whatever is the inclination, just take tan of it, not sine, cos, any other trigonometric ratios, but just the tan. Okay. Now, I said there will be different cases when these lines are parallel, when the lines are perpendicular. Okay, and when a straight line is passing through two different points. Please follow your book page number 187. This is a very important formula for this chapter. Okay, slope of the straight line passing through 2 points A and B given by the coordinates x1, y1, x2, y2. The slope of this straight line. Suppose there is a straight line passing through point A and passing through point B. There is a straight line going like this. There is x and y axis like this. Okay, are you understanding my point? There is a straight line passing through 2 points. Are you understanding? If I cannot find its inclination, then I will not be able to find its slope. In this type of cases, the slope of the straight line is given by the formula y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, difference of the ordinates divided by difference of the abscissa. So please remember, if a straight line is passing through 2 points, how will you find the slope? Slope, the formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Just remember the formula. Theta, inclination of a straight line. M, slope of the straight line given by tan theta. And number 3 we are learning slope of a straight line passing to two different points. This and this point. Okay, this and this point, the formula is this. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay. Now the other two cases will be when two straight lines are parallel to each other and when two straight lines are perpendicular to each other. Okay, pause the video, note it down. Alright, let's move ahead. So far we have discussed about inclination. What is inclination? Inclination is the angle made by the straight line with the x-axis, which is theta. Okay, what is slope? Slope means tan of its inclination, tan of theta. Okay, number 3 we learn about how to find the slope, or what is the formula of slope when a straight line is passing through two different points. Okay, slope of the straight line when passing to two different points, the formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, the other two cases I am taking in terms of two straight lines. Okay, assume that this is the x-axis, y-axis. When there are two lines parallel to each other, okay, I have taken L, this is line 1, L1, and this is line L2. Are you understanding? Line L1, see obviously line L1 and line L2 will be having the different slopes, right? Line L1 slope is M1, for line L2 the slope is M2. What is L1 and L2? L1 and L2 are randomly two any straight lines. Two any straight lines, but which are what? Parallel with each other. Are you understanding my point? A straight lines which are parallel with each other. This is L1, this is L2. Okay, obviously it is in x and y axis. So L1 is having slope M1, L2 is having slope M2. What is M1? Slope of L1. What is M2? Slope of L2. If the formula says, if two straight lines are parallel to each other, if two straight lines are parallel to each other, then remember that boys, the slopes are always equal. Whenever two straight lines are parallel to each other, the slopes are always equal. Okay, simple as that. Same case we'll take out here, but when the two lines are perpendicular to each other. Okay, this is my line L1 and this is my line L2. Are you understanding the point? Don't get confused. This is one of the line, this is the other line. The first line having slope M1, the second line having slope M2, but the case is different out here. The case out here is these two lines are perpendicular to each other, they are making 90 degrees. If this is the case, then the product of the slopes M1 into M2, product of their slopes is equals to minus 1. Are you understanding my point? Are you understanding my point? See, I am not giving this formula myself. I am giving this formula according to the book. So please do refer to your book, that is page number 186 and page number 187. If you are clear with these things, then I am sure that 14B is going to be very, very easy for you. Once again, inclination, slope, these three, very, very important. Slope of straight line passing through two different points, when parallel to each other, when perpendicular to each other. What happens when parallel? The slopes are equal. What happens when perpendicular? The product equals to minus 1. Okay, so pause the video, note it down so far. Alright boys, just now I've given three formulas, right? Slope of a straight line passing through 2 points. That formula we have to use out here. What was the formula? y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Alright boys, so this formula we have to use in this question. Because read the question. The question is asking you to find the slope. Find the slope of the lines passing through these 2 points. So A is out here, B is out here, and there is a straight line. Are you understanding my point? This is an xy axis. Okay, A and B. This L, we need to find the slope of this L using this formula. So tell me, slope of AB will be y2. 2 minus of minus 3 divided by 1 minus of minus 2. Are you clear with this or not? See, this is your x1, y1, and this is your x2, y2. What does the formula tells? y2 minus y1. y2 is 2, minus of y1 is minus 3, divided by x2, that is 1, minus of minus 2. Now we know how to do. Minus minus plus, so this will be 5, minus minus plus, so this will be 3. So what is the slope? 5 by 3. So pause the video, note it down. Alright, the next one is again 2 points. A is this, O is this, because O is the origin out here. Find the slope of the line passing through the point A and the origin. What will be the slope? So we need to find. Okay, so slope of A, or the formula again same. y2 minus y1, 0 minus 0 divided by 0 minus of minus 4, that will be 0 by 4, but 0 by 4 is again 0. So hence the slope of this straight line AO is 0. So please pause the video, note it down. Alright, let's move ahead now. The question is telling us, find the slope of the line, which is parallel to AB, So, find the slope of the line, let us say capital L. So capital L is this line, which is parallel with, find the slope of this line L, which is parallel to AB. So AB is this. Okay, these are parallel to each other. Are you understanding my point? I need to find the slope of this line, and these two are parallel to each other. We know that if two lines are parallel to each other, then the slopes are what? Equal. So if I can find the slope of AB, the same will be the slope of line L also, isn't it? So we'll find the slope of AB first, okay? So slope of AB. I hope you're understanding the same formula. Slope of AB will be 6 minus 4 divided by 0 minus of minus 2. That is 6 minus 4 is 2, and this is 2, hence slope is 1. So what is slope of AB? Slope of AB is 1. According to the question, line L is parallel to AB. So therefore, slope of the line which I am talking about is L is same as AB, so hence it is 1. Okay, so please pause the video and note it down. So this is how we have to clear our concept. If two lines are parallel, the slopes are equal. Okay, how did I get the slope of AB? Using the formula, passing through 2 points, okay, which is 1. Okay, so if the slope of this is 1, these two are parallel, slope of L is also 1. Okay, so pause the video, note it down. Alright boys, so this is the last sum for today. Now, the previous one was parallel. If parallel, the slopes are equal, and now it is perpendicular. Okay, so now the question is telling you, find the slope of the line which is perpendicular to AB. So find the slope of this straight line L. I've taken the slope of L as M. Okay, which is perpendicular to AB. So what will I do? First I'll find the slope of AB again. So please find the slope of AB using this formula. Slope of AB will be minus 9 by 2. Now the last formula which I gave you, if two lines are perpendicular, to each other, then slope of the first into slope of the second is equals to minus 1. Okay, so slope of the first M into slope of the another one, minus 9 by 2 is equals to minus 1, minus gone. So M is equals to 2 by 9. So what is the slope of the line which is perpendicular to AB? The slope of this line which is perpendicular to AB is 2 by 9. Okay, so pause the video and note it down. Alright boys, so that's it for today. The assignments will be question number 3 part 3, question number 4 part 2, and question number 5 part 2. Please don't forget about inclination. Please don't forget about m equals to tan theta, and please don't forget about the formulas m equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 when the lines are parallel to each other and when the lines are perpendicular to each other. The slopes are equal. The product of the slope is equals to minus 1. Okay, and out here m1 equals to m2, because only these formulas are being included in this chapter, in this exercise, and it will be very easy for us to do. Okay, so pause the video, note it down, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.